I'm too tired today. I gotta chill the fuck out and do this. I know I can. Hello there, Storytellers, and welcome to the first RP Weekly video of 2019. I am so happy that we finally made it to the new year, that I can have a whole another full year of sharing RP Weekly with you all. So without further ado, let's jump right into. So first up, we have Circle HQ. This is an Atlas spy roleplay that is based on all of our favorite espionage classics. They have monthly plot drops, they have tasks, events, and personalized missions also for the characters. So the whole premise is that 4 years before the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln, who by the way is my favorite president, along with 2 of his most trusted staff, created the Circle, a clandestine organization that would bring about progress and change within the United States. However, in the present day, there's a lot of tensions arising within the Circle because there are rumors of moles who are threatening to spill all of their big secrets for personal gain. Next up, I have Better Care Provider. This is a self-care blog that focuses on stress reduction and management, healthy eating, habit building, and positivity. And I'm really happy that a blog like this is existing in the roleplay community because it can be filled with such negativity and such stress that we really do all need a little bit of a break every once in a while. So it's really good to see this blog out there on the dash. And actually every Sunday they release a themed self-care master post with suggestions on how to manage and deal with a specific topic, whatever that topic may be of the post. So please go give them a follow, check them out, ask some questions. It's really a good blog. Next, I have Trans RP. Now this is a resource blog for trans and non-binary characters. So they have a master list of trans non-binary characters, they have musings, positivity posts, memes, and a network for trans and non-binary writers. Safe spaces, especially on the internet, are so important, which is why I did not even question including this in my RP Weekly video. As always with RPH blogs, be sure to check their guidelines or what I do pages. Don't be an asshole. This week I have Lydia Graham, who's an English model of Thai English descent, and Sky Teotico. One day I will actually prepare how to say names. Today is not that day. But Sky is a non-binary and Filipino actor and singer. So this week I have Noctis HQ. It is a skeleton original roleplay set in the very small town of Twilight Town. It was a relatively quiet town up until the Noctis private school for gifted students just appeared overnight. And 8 students from Twilight Town were selected to attend Noctis, and to the outside world they got scholarships for being very intelligent and you know, amazing, but in reality they actually are witches. So there's an old sort of evil that's beginning to return, and the staff of Noctis private school for gifted students have to now prepare their students for dealing with it. Mysterious things are beginning to happen around town, and for the first time the school actually doesn't plan on disappearing overnight again. So this became my spotlight roleplay, mostly because of how mysterious it is. Now they could have given us a long-winded plot, but they didn't, because it's honestly unnecessary, and you can tell that they have a lot of great plans for this roleplay in store, so I'm very excited to see what happens with it. So go check it out, give it a follow, give it a like, all that fun RP things. And the Ask Meme of this video is Food-Related Asks by the Inbox Meme Book. I love me some food. So for the creative corner for this video, I really got inspired by seeing a lot of posts recently within the RPC community, that was really redundant, in the RPC, about accessibility. And in specific to those that have low vision or are visually impaired. I'm not really sure why I haven't talked about this sooner, because I struggle with the small texts and the GIF icons that become mainstream within the RPC these days. I am an old woman, and I need to be able to see what I am writing and reading. There was a blog that mostly caught my attention to this idea. It's called RPC Reform, and mainly what inspired me so much was that they are so open to a discussion about accessibility, and it was an ongoing discussion, which I think is really important within the RPC, is that discussions need to be had. And while I could sit here and provide all sides of every argument, within the RPC, it all depends upon individuals and certain cases and personal preferences. And I'd much rather just provide some resources for you, for anyone you may know. Just, I'm here to help people. Also, the tips and resources that I'm going to provide in a moment, they aren't strictly for RPC. They can apply far more broadly, just general internet usage as well. So whether you're a writer or a Tumblr user, feel free to grab onto some of these things. They will all be listed in the goodie bag within the description below. So let's get into it. I first have a cool widget that improves the size of the Tumblr Messenger because it is way too small for me. It also is very glitchy, but that's a whole other topic. So whether you really need it or not, it's certainly something to look into. Now, Panther Caroso actually designed a script to stop the flashy GIFs and the images that occur on the Tumblr login page. And I'm not photosensitive, but sometimes I just do not want to be blinded when I try to log into my Tumblr page. Now, some reasons that you should include image descriptions. I know I've seen a lot more blogs lately on my dash that have been either adding them themselves onto other posts or just already originally doing that. So I think that's really important, and I'm going to give you a reason why you should do it. So those with low vision or who are blind and many others, they use this program called screen readers, and they read aloud, obviously, the text that are on the screen so that they can hear it instead of seeing it. Now, this technology can't read aloud images. So the only way for people to really know what's going on the screen is if it has a description. It gives a good sense of what the image is through these descriptions. I'm going to cite my source for that also below. So now, if you follow blogs or are just on websites that just suck and are not accessible for you, I wanted to include ways to customize the browser that you use. And I tried to include like all the main ones that I could think of and find resources. I've included a master post that I found for Chrome extensions for a range of changes that you may need. Chrome seems to be the most customizable, so that's probably why I think a lot more users, especially on Tumblr, they use Chrome rather than other ones. But on the list you can get Desaturate, which removes all color and everything becomes grayscale. There's the Open Dyslexic, which changes the font of the browser to Open Dyslexic and it makes it larger, which I actually found that one, my college that I went to, they sent around an email and recommended it to everyone. And it became super handy for my very, very late night writing jam sessions. Now, Mozilla actually has provided ways to make Firefox better. And I've included a list of that as well. And they provide a list of what you can do and also some keyboard shortcuts. So for all you Safari users, there also is an article on how to customize accessibility features like making sure the font is never smaller than a certain size. Personally, I feel like Safari could do a lot more to provide some customization for those that need it. However, that's big corporations for you. In fact, Internet Explorer offers many more options, and that says a lot. It also says a lot if you're still using Internet Explorer, but I've included a link below for that. Speaking of Microsoft, there's a link to ease of access settings and shortcuts for Microsoft Edge as well. And I think that's all the browsers. That's all of them that I could think of. So along my journey, I also happened upon 6 ways to make social media more accessible to those with visual impairments. It was really a good read, and I would highly recommend checking it out. So while most RPs don't use social medias, it's just something to note for those that use it for work or just general hobbies or whatever. So some tips include photo descriptions, using capital letters at the start of each word in hashtags, which is something I didn't know and I'm going to start utilizing. Don't overuse emojis, which is just generally, don't overuse them in general because that's too much. Like, chill, please. They're just really simple ways that we can help our audiences and our viewers and our friends just feel more included and respected. The goodie bag this week is definitely bigger than normal because of all the resources that I've searched the internet for and I'm giving to you for free because I love you all. There's gender neutral names master list. There's a Twitter likes template, which is pretty cool. There's thoughts on call out culture. There's realistic members of the Greek life community writing guide, which is really cool. I need to take a breath. There's a lot going on in this video today. So as always, if you have any recommendations, whether it's about a blog, it's a resource, it's I don't know, just something really random that you think would be really cool to include here. It's an ask meme. It's anything you want me to talk about in the creative corner. It is a space to help build the community and share knowledge and creativity. So I would really like you all to just give me all of the things that you love. Tell me about the things you love. Do it. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notifications so you know when I put up new videos. And in the description below is my Patreon page, which you can go become a patron and become a star member of the Storyteller Squad. And I get to give you things because I like giving you guys things. As always, thank you for watching. Keep on shining, and I'll see you next time on RP Weekly.